Anyone who knows what I do for a living and seen any films that I've been in, they know that, I turn up and get stuck in. I roll up the sleeves and I do what I'm capable of, which is quite a lot.
Jason Statham, the fearless action star, the man who seems unstoppable on screen, and the face of some of Hollywood's most thrilling blockbusters. For years, he's thrilled audiences with jaw-dropping stunts, intense fight scenes, and a presence that commands attention the moment he appears. Fans admire him not just for his talent, but for the aura of invincibility he projects in every role. But behind the adrenaline, the fame, and the perfect on-screen persona, reality sometimes hits harder than any stunt. Recent reports have revealed shocking, heartbreaking news about Jason Statham. News that fans never expected, and that has left many deeply concerned. For someone whose career is built on strength, speed, and resilience, this revelation is especially jarring. Statham has always been private, fiercely guarding his personal life, his family, and his daily struggles. And yet, despite his efforts to maintain privacy, the truth has surfaced. A truth that sheds light on the challenges even a Hollywood superstar cannot escape. Whether it's personal health, family matters, or unexpected career hurdles, this latest news reveals a vulnerability rarely seen in someone of Jason's reputation. What exactly happened, and how will it affect the man known for his relentless energy and near-impossible stunts? How did this tragedy unfold, and what does it mean for Jason's future, both on and off the screen? The story is more emotional than fans could imagine, painting a picture of a life where fame cannot shield you from heartbreak. Prepare yourself for a story of shock, concern, and deep human emotion. Because the truth about Jason Statham is both heartbreaking and impossible to ignore. Jason Statham is a name synonymous with intensity, precision, and fearless action. From high-speed car chases to bone-crunching fight scenes, he has built a career portraying men who appear untouchable, unyielding, and almost superhuman. Yet behind the tough guy image that dominates Hollywood's screens lies a life that is far more complex, and as recent news reveals, far more vulnerable than fans could ever imagine. Born in Shirebrook, England, Jason's early life was grounded in discipline, athleticism, and a drive that would later define his career. Before Hollywood beckoned, he excelled as a diver and trained rigorously in martial arts. Those formative years instilled not just skill, but a mindset, a belief that physical strength and mental focus could overcome nearly any obstacle. This determination became the foundation for his later roles, shaping him into one of the most compelling action stars of his generation. His breakthrough came when directors recognized not only his physical talent, but also his charisma. Jason's performances in films like The Transporter and Crank didn't just entertain. They mesmerized audiences, creating a persona that seemed untouchable. On screen, he faced explosions, fights, and near-impossible stunts with a calm that suggested nothing could ever break him. But Hollywood's facade often hides reality, and for Jason, the challenges off-screen would prove far more daunting than any choreographed fight. Despite his global fame, Jason has always been fiercely private. Fans know him as a skilled actor, a dedicated stunt performer, and a man with unparalleled discipline. But very few know the personal struggles he faces behind closed doors. Maintaining a career at this level comes at a cost. The relentless travel, intense physical training, and constant public scrutiny leave little room for personal respite. Even the strongest individuals can feel the strain. In recent developments have shown that Jason is no exception. The heartbreaking news centers on a series of personal challenges that have emerged unexpectedly, shaking even those closest to him. While details are still unfolding, insiders have revealed that Jason has faced difficulties that threaten not only his career, but also his personal life. For someone whose identity is tied to physical prowess and resilience, these challenges represent a vulnerability that is both shocking and deeply human. It's a stark reminder that even the most seemingly invincible figures in Hollywood are not immune to life's hardships. Fame, wealth, and skill cannot shield anyone from heartbreak, personal struggles, or unforeseen circumstances. Jason Statham, the action hero who has thrilled millions, is facing a moment that exposes the human side of a man the world often only sees as untouchable. As fans and observers wait for more information, one thing is clear: This story is about more than stunts and box office numbers. It's about Jason Statham as a person, his resilience, his vulnerabilities, and the challenges he must navigate outside the cinematic world. The upcoming life will reveal the depths of this struggle, the impact it has had on his life, and the emotional journey of a man who has always appeared unbreakable, but who now faces heartbreak in ways few could have anticipated. Jason Statham has been celebrated as the ultimate action hero, fearless, disciplined, and untouchable on screen. But the public persona tells only part of the story. Behind the cameras, the relentless pace of Hollywood has taken a toll that few fans could ever imagine. The intense training, high-risk stunts, and global travel schedule demanded every ounce of physical and mental energy, leaving little room for rest or personal reflection. Over time, even the strongest individuals can begin to feel the weight of such a life, and Jason was no exception. Those closest to him have revealed that the combination of fame, expectations, and private pressures began to accumulate in ways that were difficult to manage. While audiences admired his physical feats and magnetic presence, Jason was quietly confronting the reality that maintaining this persona required sacrifices few could comprehend. Friends note that he often worked through injuries, ignored fatigue, and pushed himself beyond safe limits to uphold the standard he had set for himself, and that the world expected of him. Personal life, too, was affected. Relationships, family time, and private moments became scarce. The man who dazzled millions had to navigate a life where public appearances often took precedence over personal well-being. The constant travel between film sets, promotional tours, and training routines left Jason isolated, a situation intensified by the pressures of living up to the image of a perfect action star. Those closest to him could see the signs: moments of exhaustion, rare but telling displays of frustration, and an unmistakable yearning for a quieter, more balanced life. The heartbreaking revelation, according to insiders, stems from an intersection of these pressures with unexpected personal challenges. While details remain closely guarded, it's clear that Jason faced a crisis, one that could not be solved by physical skill, charm, or sheer willpower. This was a challenge that struck at the very core of his life, outside the cameras, a moment that revealed vulnerability in a man whose career is built on invincibility. Fans who have only seen Jason on screen may find it hard to reconcile this news with the tough, relentless image they know. But Hollywood is rarely as straightforward as it appears. For every stunt performed and every fight scene choreographed, there are countless hours of preparation, stress, and personal sacrifice. Jason Statham's journey is a reminder that even those who seem unbreakable have limits, and that fame often comes with hidden costs, emotional, physical, and psychological. This period of his life has not only been a test of resilience, but also a turning point. Jason has had to reassess priorities, confront vulnerabilities, and make decisions that could change the trajectory of both his career and personal life. It is a stark illustration that no matter how powerful or disciplined a person may appear, life can present challenges that force even the strongest to pause, reflect, and adapt. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that this is not merely a tale of celebrity struggle. It is a story about human vulnerability, endurance, and the personal cost of sustaining a public image that demands perfection. Jason Statham, the action icon admired around the world, is facing a chapter that is as emotionally challenging as any stunt he has ever performed, and it has left fans concerned, empathetic, and eager to understand the full scope of what he is enduring. Jason Statham's career has always been defined by precision, discipline, and an aura of invincibility. Audiences see the flawless fight sequences, the daring car chases, and the magnetic charm that fills every scene. Yet behind the scenes, the story is far more nuanced and far more human. Those closest to him have revealed that Jason's life, despite outward appearances, has been quietly weighed down by pressures that fame cannot shield against. Maintaining the high-octane lifestyle of a top-tier action star is no small feat. Long hours on set, physically demanding stunts, and the constant need to stay in peak condition are exhausting even under ideal circumstances. For Jason, the stakes are amplified by the expectation to perform flawlessly every time. Injuries, minor setbacks, and the relentless schedule become magnified, leaving little room for rest or personal reflection. Friends have observed that the stress of this lifestyle has begun to take its toll, not only on his physical health, but on his mental well-being as well. Compounding these challenges are the pressures of public scrutiny. In an era where every action, comment, and appearance is magnified, maintaining a flawless image becomes a full-time job. Jason, known for his stoic and composed demeanor, has had to balance the demands of public expectation with the realities of private life, a task that, as insiders note, has become increasingly difficult. Even someone of his discipline and experience is not immune to the strain. Recent developments, described by sources as heartbreaking, indicate that Jason has been grappling with personal challenges that have quietly disrupted his life. While the exact nature of these issues remains largely private, they underscore a key truth. The man who seems unshakable on screen is still human. Fame, fortune, and physical prowess cannot prevent emotional struggles or life's unpredictable challenges. Those who know him best have described moments of vulnerability that are rarely, if ever, seen by the public. A reminder that even heroes have their limits. The situation has also prompted Jason to make adjustments. Reports suggest he has taken steps to prioritize personal well-being, reconsider professional commitments, and focus on the aspects of his life that bring balance and stability. For fans, this may come as a surprise, as it contrasts sharply with the relentless action and risk-taking they have come to expect from his films. Yet it is a necessary step for someone confronting the pressures of decades in the entertainment industry while navigating personal hardships. Despite these struggles, Jason's resilience remains undeniable. Those who have worked with him emphasize his commitment, professionalism, and determination to continue delivering performances that inspire and thrill audiences worldwide. The heartbreaking news does not diminish his talent or legacy. Instead, it highlights the human side of a figure who has spent years performing impossible feats with apparent ease. Jason Statham's life serves as a powerful reminder that public perception can mask reality. While fans may see a fearless action star, the truth is more complex. A story of strength, vulnerability, and the quiet battles faced away from the spotlight. It is a story that underscores both the cost of fame and the courage required to confront life's unexpected challenges. As the full impact of this heartbreaking news continues to unfold, it becomes clear that Jason Statham's journey is far from over. Behind the intensity, the stunts, and the cinematic heroics lies a man navigating the difficult realities of life, proving that even the toughest individuals must sometimes face their own vulnerabilities and find the strength to endure. Jason Statham's life is a testament to both human vulnerability and resilience. For someone whose career has been defined by physical prowess, precision, and seemingly endless energy, the recent heartbreaking news serves as a stark reminder that even the strongest cannot escape the pressures of life. While fans often see him performing impossible stunts with effortless grace, the truth is that Jason, like anyone else, has had to confront challenges that no amount of skill or fame can prevent. Insiders close to Jason describe a period of quiet reflection and adjustment. He has been making deliberate changes, prioritizing his health, focusing on family, and taking time to rebuild the balance that had been disrupted by years of relentless work and personal pressures. These steps may appear subtle compared to the explosive action sequences he is known for, but they are monumental in shaping his future, both as a performer and as a human being navigating life's unpredictable trials. Family and friends have played an essential role during this time. Their support has been crucial in helping Jason manage stress, navigate personal difficulties, and regain a sense of stability. For a man who has spent decades projecting strength and fearlessness, allowing others to share the burden represents not weakness, but profound courage. It is a side of Jason that the public rarely sees, a side marked by humility, trust, and the quiet determination to persevere despite adversity. The entertainment industry, known for its relentless pace, has also offered lessons. By reassessing commitments, choosing projects more carefully, and setting boundaries, Jason is learning to protect not only his career, but his personal well-being. This period of recalibration highlights an important truth. Even those at the pinnacle of success must sometimes pause, reflect, and prioritize their humanity over the demands of their profession. Fans and observers have been both shocked and moved by the revelation of these personal struggles. Yet rather than diminishing his legacy, the news adds depth to it. Jason Statham is more than an action hero. He is a human being confronting real-life challenges, navigating change, and demonstrating resilience in ways that extend far beyond cinema screens. The journey he is undertaking now may not involve explosions or car chases, but it is no less heroic. In fact, it shows that strength is not only measured by physical ability or public acclaim, but also by the capacity to face adversity, adapt, and continue forward despite heartbreak. Jason's path underscores a universal truth. No matter how invincible someone appears, life can demand courage in ways that are quiet, personal, and profoundly human. As the world watches and waits, one thing is clear: Jason Statham's story is far from over. The heartbreak he has faced, the adjustments he is making, and the resilience he is demonstrating all point to a future shaped not only by talent and fame, but by strength of character. His legacy, already cemented through years of thrilling performances, now gains an added dimension, one of vulnerability, perseverance, and hope for fans, colleagues, and anyone inspired by his journey. Jason Statham's latest chapter is a reminder that even heroes can struggle, that life can be unexpectedly challenging, and that the most profound victories are often fought quietly, away from the spotlight. And while this heartbreaking news has captured attention, it also highlights the enduring truth. The real strength of Jason Statham is not just in the stunts he performs on screen, but in the courage he shows in living life fully, honestly, and resiliently.